I told you where the cracks were, thinking you would hold them closed. I showed you every scar I hid, every truth nobody knows. You said you're safe here with me, so I handed you the key. Never thought the one I trusted would turn my secrets against me. You knew about the nights I couldn't get out of my head, when breathing felt like fighting and I wished I could stay in bed. You knew the words that broke me, you knew what I'd been through. Then every time you wanted blood, you made those words feel true. Called me crazy when I cried, called me weak when I went quiet. Made a courtroom out of love and every argument a riot. Every flaw became ammunition, every diagnosis became a name. You took the things I hated most and taught me how to hate them again. And I kept saying sorry for wounds I didn't make. You kept moving every line until I thought that I was fake. You knew where it hurt, and that's exactly where you aimed. Took everything I trusted you with and threw it in my face. You kissed me like you loved me, then made me feel ashamed for the way my mind was wired, for the battles in my brain. You told me I was broken while you broke me every day, but I'm starting to remember I was never yours to blame. You knew where it hurt, you knew where it hurt, and you chose to hurt me anyway. I found somebody else living in the space you called our own. Another lie behind your smile, another night you weren't coming home. Somehow you made me guilty for asking where you'd been, like betrayal was a punishment for everything you saw in me. You mocked the way I process things, the things I couldn't change. My memory, my anxiety, the days my thoughts felt strange. Every limitation was another joke to tell you. Call my struggles weakness while you put me through hell. And God, I tried to be enough, changed my voice, changed how I dress, learned to measure every sentence just to keep you unimpressed. Walking barefoot over eggshells, trying not to make you turn. You said love was supposed to hurt, so I stayed there while I burned. I kept defending you to everyone who saw, because admitting you were cruel meant admitting what I lost. You knew where it hurt, and that's exactly where you aimed. Took everything I trusted you with and threw it in my face. You kissed me like you loved me, then made me feel ashamed for the way my mind was wired, for the battles in my brain. You told me I was broken while you broke me every day, but I'm starting to remember I was never yours to blame. You knew where it hurt, you knew where it hurt, and you chose to hurt me anyway. This is for the ones who stopped talking because somebody learned too much. For the ones who flinch at kindness because cruelty once looked like love. For the ones called too sensitive, too damaged, hard to love. For every diagnosis weaponized by someone you once trusted. For the disabled and dismissed, for the anxious and depressed, for the ones who gave their everything and were told it wasn't their best. For every secret turned to gossip, every weakness made a threat, every I love you followed later by a reason to regret. Listen, happened to you matters. What they said still leaves a scar, but the cruelest thing they taught you was forgetting who you are. You are more than what they called you, more than everything they said, more than nights spent asking if you'll be better off instead. You survived somebody who confused control with care. And if you're still here breathing, there is still a person there. You know where it hurt, and that's exactly where you aimed. You took everything I trusted you with and threw it in my face. You made my mind a weapon, made my difference a shame. But you don't get to write my story, you don't get to keep my name. I am not your broken person, I am not the words you say. I'm the one who walked the fight and still made it out some way. Yeah, you knew where it hurt, you knew every scar by name, and you chose to hurt me anyway. But knowing where I'm wounded doesn't mean you own my pain. I'm still here, I'm still here. After everything you did, I'm still here. You can keep your judgment, you can keep your lies. I spent too long seeing myself through your eyes. I'm still learning, still healing, still scared some days. But the voice inside my head doesn't have to sound like you always. I told you where the cracks were, thinking you would hold them closed. Now I'm learning I can hold myself without you anymore.